Love Beyond the Sky, Chapter 2. Ariana picked up the phone. Startled, she said, "Hello?" A nervous voice responded from the other side. "Mum, Mrs. Vasundhara Roy has asked you to come to her house immediately." A ripple of concern swept across Ariana's face. Her breathing grew heavier as she quickly walked toward the car and told the driver, "Drive fast." She got into the car, and as the engine started, she whispered to herself, "Why did Mum call me so suddenly? Is she all right?" A short while later, Ariana arrived at her mother's house. The room was filled with people and the atmosphere was tense. The creaking of wooden chairs echoed as she entered. As soon as Ariana stepped into the room, all eyes turned toward her. Silence fell across the room. In a low whisper, a woman muttered, "What is she doing here?" Ariana turned to look at the woman, who stared at her with arrogance before turning her face away. The woman's reaction caused Ariana's expression to fall. She took a deep breath and quietly walked to her mother, Vasundhara Roy, and sat beside her. Ariana whispered, "Mom, what's going on? Why this sudden meeting?" Her eyes shifted to the lawyer seated in front of them, and she added, "And what is a lawyer doing here?" Vasundhara gestured for her to stay quiet. In a serious tone, Vasundhara said, "I have gathered you all here to announce an important decision." Everyone's eyes were fixed on her. "I am transferring my company, Roy Enterprises, to Ariana." Gasps filled the room. Ariana looked at her mother in shock. Chairs scraped the floor, whispers of anger spread. Tension thickened. Vasundhara's elder daughter-in-law, Rekha, stood up angrily. "Have you lost your mind, Mummy G? You're handing the entire Roy empire to this girl." Vasundhara lowered her gaze and sighed deeply. Her younger son, Raghav, burst out, "Bhabhi is right. If you give everything to her, then what are we here for? Do we mean nothing to you?" He slammed his fist on the table. Everyone in the room flinched. Ariana remained silent. "Watch your tone, Raghav," Vasundhara said sharply. Raghav turned his head away in frustration. Vasundhara continued, "This is my property, and it's my right to decide what to do with it." Looking at Ariana, she said, "I want to give it to my daughter. I've invested in all your businesses, but the one that brought me the most return is Ariana's company, Lux Global Hotra Enterprise. I truly believe she is the most capable person to lead my empire." Her elder son, Rishan, sat quietly, though the anger on his face was visible. Vasundhara turned to the lawyer and asked, "Are the papers ready?" "Yes, ma'am," the lawyer replied. "They'll be finalized by tomorrow. You and Miss Ariana just need to sign them." He handed the papers to Vasundhara, who was about to sign them when Raghav's wife, Neelam, placed her hand on the papers. "I won't let my rightful share go to this girl," she shouted. Vasundhara smirked. "Oh, really? And what exactly will you do?" Neelam was stunned. "This property belonged to my husband, and now it's mine. I will decide who it goes to. Besides, all of you are independent now. I don't think any of you even need this company." Raghav snapped. "So you called us here just to put on this little show? To crown this girl who's just a—" But before he could finish, Vasundhara's voice thundered through the room. "Raghav, mind your language. My decision is final. Tomorrow, the legal process will be completed. From then on, Roy Enterprises will be led solely by Ariana." The room fell silent once more. Only the ticking of the wall clock could be heard. Raghav stormed out, followed by the others in frustration. Karan gave his mother a lingering stare before quietly walking away. Ariana looked at them, leave with a heavy heart. Vasundhara urged her to quickly sign the papers. Ariana did so and glanced back toward the door with a troubled expression. Vasundhara handed the signed documents to the lawyer and said, "Please get everything processed quickly." The lawyer nodded. "Certainly, ma'am. I'll take my leave." And with that, he left. Ariana turned to her mother and said worriedly, "Mom, Was this really necessary? Smiling gently, Vasundhara replied, "Yes, dear. I didn't want your father's legacy to fall into the wrong hands. You're the only one who truly deserves it. And besides, none of them even cared to check if I was alive. But you took care of me and made Lux Global Hotra Enterprise a respected name with your hard work. There is no better CEO for my company than you." Tears welled up in Ariana's eyes as she hugged her mother tightly. "Come on, child, let's have dinner," Vasundhara said with a soft smile. Ariana wiped her tears. Later, as they ate together, Ariana took a bite and said, "Mum, I'm thinking of staying here tonight." "Why, dear?" Vasundhara asked. "Nothing, just felt like spending time with you." Vasundhara chuckled. "You're worried about me, aren't you?" Ariana remained silent. "Don't worry, I'm fine." "Go home, you have work to do," Vasundhara insisted. "But I can work from here too," Ariana said. "No, I've said it. Go." Reluctantly, Ariana agreed. That night, Ariana returned home. A dim light filled the room. A cool breeze drifted through the window. She lay on her bed, thoughts swirling in her mind. Mom just handed me the whole empire. What if she ends up in danger? And why didn't she let me stay with her? With a storm of questions in her head, she slowly drifted off to sleep. Suddenly, there was a knock at the door. Ariana's eyes flew open. Who could it be at this hour? She whispered to herself. She glanced at the clock. 3:30 a.m. She quickly got up and walked toward the door, opening it slowly. And what she saw left her completely shocked. Her eyes widened in disbelief. To find out, stay tuned for next chapter. Till then, like, share, and subscribe.